I was sitting here thinking about time. Time. Join the study. Look, we up in this bitch studying. You got a whole bunch of fucking books and you want to come study with me? Like, favorite, and subscribe. And that's what we gonna be doing type shit. So, today we're gonna talk about time a little bit. Let me turn off some of this music. You're here listening to that mind design. That mind design be jamming. Hold up real quick. I'm still up here getting ready this morning, so it's kind of like a just bear with me because I'm kind of doing two things at once. But I want to talk about this fucking time. Okay, so I'm gonna be coming out the Hermetic material. I got the Hermetica, I got the Walter Scott, and then I also got the Copenhaver, just for a little translation. Matter of fact, I got the Walter Scott, I got the Copenhaver, but you know what I might actually even bring over. I also got the poetic one, the one that sound all pretty and shit. This is by Timothy Freke and Peter Gandy. This one's titled The Hermetica. So we got about like 3 Hermeticas over here. Shit, I got more Hermeticas than that. What's this other? We can just do this for fucking translation. We can do this shit for fucking sake of translation. What is this? Something else. This is called The Way of Hermes. New translations. Okay. So I got The Way of Hermes. Who is this by? This is by a bunch of people. This is by Clement Salomon, Doreen Van Oyen, William D. Weirton, and Jean Pierre. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Jean Pierre Mahay. This is by 4 people. The Way of Hermes. So we got a little bit. Of we can use for translation. But what I'm interested in talking about today is time, and I'm not gonna pull everything from out the Hermetic. I'm just using it for maybe some understanding or some concepts to give me avenues of conversation. So, time is an interesting thing. Time, this Hermetica, the way this shit talks, and it take a while to get the whole beginning part is just trying to explain God and all this shit. But you're gonna get past chapter 10 and all that shit, and it's gonna try to start talking about what's it? Matter of fact, it's 11. What's interesting to me, where I seem to pull the most about time is from chapter 11. There's a section in here. I think this come out of section 2. It's saying, "Hear how it is with God and the universe, my child. God, eternity, cosmos, time, becoming. God makes eternity. Eternity makes the cosmos makes time, and time makes becoming. The essence to speak of God is the good, the beauty, happiness, wisdom. The essence of eternity is identity, of the cosmos, order, of time, change, of becoming, life, and death." That's interesting. Okay, that's profound. I just wanted to, so just think, okay. So what it's trying to say, it's almost trying to say like, just to give you some prelude of what kind of some of the earlier chapters basically talk about God is all. God is the all, if you will. I think that's where you get these concepts of like shit like holy. Like you got to think about something. What the fuck? What's divine about some shit being? See, I used to think holy just meant like some kind of greatness. It's only great because it's intact. It is a whole piece, a complete whole. So I never thought of the all as this whole completed. Like that's not what holy was kind of trying to, for me at least, growing up, coming out of Baptist church. See, I came out of all that Baptist shit when I was a kid. Now, black parents gonna take you to that church, and so they gonna take your ass to that fucking church. You know what I'm saying? They gonna take your ass to that church. And so I came out of all of that shit, but I was like I've always heard people say holy this or holier than thou, but you're thinking greater than thou. That's what you for, well, at least for me, I was thinking greater than thou is what holy was kind of meaning, like greater, grander, more majestic, higher in elevation of some sort of stature. Almost made me feel like holy was some kind of fucking greatness or some shit that you know how you be thinking like just divine. See, I'm thinking holy is divine. They talking about holy in the sense of being one, like all things equal this God. To leave out a fucking toenail would be the incomplete God type shit. You gotta include all fucking, to leave out the dumpster over there would, you're leaving out a piece of God. And so, not to call God a dump, you get what I'm saying, but it's all things. It could be this couch. It could be fucking a Lamborghini sitting over there on the side of the road, left out. That's, you're leaving out a piece of God. So it's in this sense, it's trying to say God is all things. God is the bum over there. He's the executive in the office. Is the books. Is the shelf. Is the TVs. Is the tile. It's the carpet. It's the wood. It's the terracotta pots. It's the fucking table. It's Christmas lights. It's the cords. It's the cables. It's all shit. The plants. The fucking fabric of your clothes. The air in between. The fucking space. Just shit. All the dark matter. Antimatter. All of that shit. We gonna get there. We gonna. So that's kind of what. So inside of this whole, you have eternity, and inside of that eternity, it's trying to say you have cosmos, and inside of the cosmos, it's trying to say you have time, and it's trying to say inside of time, you have becoming. So it's basically saying time sits in between the cosmos and becoming. Almost to say like the cosmos is what's making time. So what we calling time? You got to analyze what time is. Time ain't shit but these fucking planets moving around. Time ain't shit but these fucking planets moving around. We measuring the movement of these fucking planets and calling it time. We measuring the movement of some fucking planets. The earth start turning and we see the sun and it go away and we calling that time. The movement of some fucking planets. The cosmos is, because the cosmos moves, this is what gives us time. It's trying to say, if you look into the cosmos shit, it's talking about the cosmos sits inside of eternity. Eternity is fucking forever the same, non-changing. So on one side of the cosmos you got non-changing, and on the other side of the cosmos you got changing. Almost to say like that. So the cosmos is sitting inside of eternity. And because everything inside the cosmos is moving, you have time. And this movement of time is what gives us becoming. Like the day is going to happen because of the movement that we call time. Yeah, time ain't nothing but measuring the fucking movement. And all we've done is taken these movement of the planets and we ain't studying big time. See, that shit too much for people. It's shit little time too small for people. I'll explain both. You got this shit. Let me see. I could start from the second. We're going to start from seconds and go up. You get enough seconds and you get a minute. You get enough minutes together and you get an hour. You get enough hours together and you get a day. You get enough days together and you get a week. You get enough weeks together and you get a month. You get enough months together, you get a year. You get enough years together, you get a decade. You get enough decades together, you get a century. You get enough centuries together, you get a millennia. You get enough millennia together, you get an aeon. You get enough aeons together. And what the aeon is the age. If y'all don't know, an aeon is an age, like the age of fucking Aquarius. Moses was in the age of Aries. I want to say Jesus was the age of the Pisces. And this we being ushered into the age of Aquarius at this point. So it's almost like so the aeon. If you get enough aeons together, you get the great year. I think they call it the great I forgot it's the great year, the great I can remember the age of a whole fucking year, but it's some shit like that. You go down in time, you go from the second down, you talking about like microscopic time. You talking about hertz, talking about stuff like that. When you start talking about hertz, kilohertz, megahertz, gigahertz, terahertz, you talking about fragments of seconds of time, fractions of a second worth of time. You talking? No, we talking about. You're not talking about. Usually, when you get down to, we talk about hertz. You're really measuring frequencies now. At that point, you stop measuring the movement of planets. You started measuring smaller things. You start measuring small things like So basically, going back. So you got the second, and you go all the way up to the great cosmic year. That's letting you know the second is based off of the movement of fucking planets. But once they started going down into another dimension, the computer's another dimension. The computer might be what you could maybe call the computer inside that bitch is 2D. That's what the Tron shit was trying to tell you. Tron got a whole movie about the 2D world. God's looking in these higher dimensions, looking in. They made a whole fucking movie about that shit. God's looking in on this fucking 2D world. So I'm starting to think this shit too. He's talking about dimensions. Time is not a fucking dimension. I don't think time is a fucking dimension. I know they call it space time and all that kind of shit, but time ain't a fucking dimension. Cause fucking 2D shit got time. So what, you telling me dimensions skip over to 3D just to give them niggas some fucking time? So everything in this 2D world you call a computer still getting time. It skip over to fucking 3D to give you fucking time. That don't even make sense. That's like we sitting here in third dimension talking about, yeah, well, you seen that shit in sixth dimension? Yeah, we getting a little bit of sixth dimension, but it's, that shit don't even fucking make sense. It only sound like you moving either up in these fucking dimensions or you fucking moving down. But you're not skipping dimensions to get some fucking time, what you calling the fourth dimension, just to bring that shit into the second dimension, but you gonna skip the third dimension? That don't even fucking make sense. Time is not a dimension. Time is not, what you calling time is the movement of the fucking planets. It's not, you can't hold time. I guess I could hold the fucking clock that measure that shit. Well, that's an interesting thing. Now I gotta fucking, can you hold dimensions? You might not even be able to fucking hold a direction. How you hold a direction? None of this shit you can fucking hold. But you can draw it though. You can demonstrate it. That's what time is. Time, you can demonstrate it. You got these clocks, we demonstrate it. But you can't hold time. Like I can't hold 6:30. How you hold 6:30? Unless you put it in a fucking clock and wear that bitch. But you can't hold 6:30. You can draw some letters on some paper, some numbers on some paper. You could draw a 6 and 3 and a 0 and hold that piece of paper. But you can't hold 6:30. You can't hold 6:30. Time is the movement of the fucking planets. Time is what gives us fucking life and death. Time is what's giving us change. They say time is what gives you change. That's what they was calling the becoming. But that's basically what they were saying. Time gives you change. If I go into this, if I went up into this, what are we, if I went up into this, I'm gonna go into this other Hermetica. It's called the Hermetica. I'm trying to find a little. Okay, yeah. See, it's calling, and this one is calling it a tomb. They calling God a tomb, but listen to what it be talking about in this one. A tomb creates the cosmic mind. The cosmic mind creates the cosmos. The cosmos creates time. Time creates change. The essence of a tomb is primal goodness. The essence of cosmic mind is permanent sameness. The essence of the cosmos is beautiful order. The essence of time is movement. The essence of change is life. A tomb works through mind and soul. The cosmic mind works through immortality and duration. The cosmos works through turning and returning. Time works through increase and decrease. Change works through quality and quantity. Ain't that some crazy shit? Listen, the cosmic mind is in a tomb. The cosmos is in eternity. Time is in the cosmos. Change is in time. The cosmic mind is permanently connected to a tomb. The cosmos is made up of thoughts in the cosmos. The cosmos is made up of thoughts in the cosmic mind. The cosmic mind is an image of a tomb. The cosmos is an image of the cosmic mind. The sun is an image of the cosmos. Man is an image of the sun. That's coming out of the Hermetica, the Timothy Freke and the Peter Gandy. It should be sounding almost poetic sometimes. So ain't that's some interesting shit to me. That's some interesting shit to me. Call this shit the hierarchy. I think this chapter 8 is called the hierarchy of creation. So they different chapters in each book. Like this, if you go into actual Hermetic, it's gonna be we talking about chapter 11. If you come in this, we talk Copenhaver. Go to Copenhaver, it's chapter 11. You come Freke and Gandy, it's gonna be chapter 9. It's called chapter 8, the hierarchy of the cosmos. That shit is very interesting to me. So it's basically saying you got this shit that don't move, and that shit's called eternity. And the moved is moved by the unmoved. Basically saying, like, if you want to, when you walk because you pushing off the ground. The moved is moved by the unmoved. Basically saying you get to walk because you keep pushing off the ground. You want to push off the ground real fast, it's called running. But if you want to take your time, it's called walking. You pushing off the ground each time you take a step. So the moved is moved by the unmoved. So basically say like the sun be sitting there, but the earth be swinging around that motherfucker. It's swinging around that motherfucker because the sun ain't moving in comparison to the earth or whatever. It's like the sun got it's so great, the earth just go around that bitch. The sun is unmoved by the earth. The earth is moved by the sun type shit. So I guess it's that kind of concept. So you saying this thing that moves, the cosmos, sits and pushes off this shit that don't move, eternity. It sits inside eternity. These gods, what you calling a god, in the eternal and all that kind of shit, them is the gods. That's what eternity is. Like when I say some shit, like when I say the name Aaliyah, you think a 21-year-old Aaliyah. Aaliyah's supposed to be goddamn 40 something right now. It's 2024. Aaliyah's supposed to be fucking shit. Aaliyah probably supposed to be 45. But Leah's supposed to be an old lady, not old lady, but she getting there. She getting up there. You see what I'm saying? So she aging. But when I say Aaliyah, in the head, the image, she 21 still. That's God shit. She's become eternal. She's locked into that shit. Even Jesus supposed to be 2,000 fucking years old. That's what a God is. He not fucking old in everybody's head. Jesus still 33. Jesus walking around still 33. Locked into time. Eternal. You don't even think, you could be thinking of Jesus as the 12-year-old G. You could think of Jesus however the fuck you want. But you, see, that's the God shit. If I say Zeus always an old nigga. See how he locked in time? Zeus ain't no young nigga. Zeus ain't Jesus. Zeus ain't 33 walking around this bitch. You don't see no. That's how they lock that shit in time. When I say, let's say, Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix supposed to be an old man, but Jimi Hendrix still 27. Jimi Hendrix still young. That's God shit. When I say Jimi Hendrix, you don't think of no old man. You thinking a nigga with a guitar rocking some purple scarves. My nigga Jimmy round this bitch in some fucking purple. That's some God shit. So that's the eternity shit. The shit that ain't changing. When we say these gods be in eternity, that's what they be talking about. Now gods come and go too. Gods die too. But they be locked in time. You know what I'm saying? Leah gonna be here a little while. But while she here, she locked in time. You see what I'm saying? So that's the concept on that shit. My nigga Michael Jackson, locked in time. Now people do think of Michael Jackson in different ages, see, that's interesting. You don't always think of it. But at a certain point, Michael Jackson kind of locked in time too. Ain't nobody thinking this fucking 7-year-old Mike. You thinking that old fucking weird nigga. But Mike's still a god. It's somebody. Michael Jackson get candles lit for his ass every fucking night. And that's real shit. Michael Jackson get candles lit for his ass every fucking night. And that's some god shit. Shit. Okay. So look, we gonna keep this shit fucking moving. Yeah, you fucking weird. You can call him weird if you want to, but he's still a fucking god. It's somebody lighting candles for Mike every fucking night. That's crazy to me, but that's some real shit. That's some real shit. You can go somewhere. There's somebody in Japan somewhere got a Michael Jackson shrine somewhere. You see what I'm saying, man? That nigga's a god. I don't care what you say. Okay. Look, let me see if I can. I just want to give you some quick. I'm gonna go over to this Walter Scott. I want you to peep some of this Walter Scott, because the Walter Scott be hitting a little different too. The Walter Scott be hitting a little different. I just want you to hear some of this shit, how it hit. Just get a little piece of some of this. Get you a little piece of this. Okay, let's say God, aeon, cosmos, time, coming to be. God makes the aeon. Aeon makes the cosmos makes time, and time makes coming to be. The essence of God is good. The essence of aeon is sameness. The essence of cosmos is order. The essence of time is change, and the essence of coming to be is life. So it's kind of trying to listen to this shit. The workings of God are mind and soul. The workings of aeon are immortality and duration. The workings of cosmos are the working of cosmos are reinstatement in identity and reinstatement by substitution. The workings of time are increase and decrease. And the workings of coming to be are quality and quantity. That's interesting. So yeah, so it's basically, they all kind of read similar, but they read a little different. And that's why I be trying to get you a couple of different translations, because they all hit a little different. It's they all trying to say the same thing. They using different names a little bit. One coming out of the Egyptian shit, because this shit is that old, and I think it really come from. If you really ask me, I think this shit come out of Atlantis, because you can track all the Hermes shit and the Tahuti shit. Seem like it come from up out of fucking the remnants of fucking Atlantis. That's what a lot of this shit sound like. It come up out the remnants of Atlantis. Some of the oldest fucking text on the planet right now, I think. This Hermetica shit. And that's why I'm reading some of this shit. Just sort of shit interesting. So yeah, we're gonna end right there. Like, I gotta go to fucking work. But yeah, this I just want to hit you with that real quick. That's the Hermetica. We talking about time. We're gonna come back. We're gonna talk about some more shit. It's too much shit in this motherfucker, but I just want to drop the time shit on you real quick. And we out.